True Theory Film. True Theory Film. You are about to take the red pill. The red pill of truth. Truth. The Illuminati Black Moon of Death. Black Moon Sacrifices of the Illuminati. Researched by Christopher Lord. True Theory. Documents hundreds of the world's most important dates that relate to nights of the Black Moon of Death. Evil, satanic, black magic. Since ancient times, the moon has played an extremely important role to mankind. With the sun to our world day, and the moon brings light to our dark world at night. So obviously, to the ancients, the sun and the moon were gods. And that's why every religion has moon gods. And although both deities, the moon and the sun, are related to the sun being male and the moon being female. So the shining moon during the dark, evil hours was a sign of hope, of light coming the next day. And unlike the sun, the moon shifting phases. Ancient that the phases are caused by the sun reflecting on the moon, which made the appearance of light. So the deities of the moon have included Luna, Selene, Diana, to name. Ancient Mesopotamia, he was known as Nana, and Sin in ancient Babylon. That's where we in Bible, Jesus, God's Son, battles sin, or the moon, because the moon god Sin comes out during the day to battle the sun, but the sun night to battle, and that's why Jesus did Satan, because only the moon, the ruler of the night, dares to come out during the day and tempt the sun, Jesus. And that's why Jesus is your risen, saving you from the dark forces of evil. We use many words that have been named after the moon. In fact, we live our lives by the moon, and that's why we name a month after the moon. And the first day of our week on the calendar is Monday, which was named after the moon, Moon's Day. And did you know the word Mon means the star, and is the deity of the moon? And the elites are known as the monarchy, or the moon arch. And of course, the ancients built and temples to, from the ancient Mesopotamians to the Aztecs. But it's their practice of sacrificing that is very disturbing. They fooled the people to make them think God wants sacrifices. They worship death, and here is the Avenue of the Dead. And that's why France has an Avenue of the Dead. Exactly like America, the necropolis, city of the dead. Ritual sacrifices for the sun god, the ancient sun god Baal, or Baal, son of El. And that's why it's called an Bel Isk, which is a sun dial, sundial. And that's why we call it a compass, to come and to pass, because the Saturnalian cult of the Illuminati worships death, and that's why they fooled the world to worship death. And that's why we have the goddess statue of liberty, not the goddess statue of freedom. Because she is the goddess of the underworld, the goddess of the night. And that's why she is the light bearer, or the Lucifer. And that's why there are 7 spikes upon the head, which represent the 7 gates to hell. And that's why it's called hell, from Baal-El. And that's why we have 7 gods, or 7 deities. And she holds the tablets of destiny, because she is the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth, the great whore of Babylon, and she holds her cup of fornication. And that's why the whore of Babylon rides the 7-headed beast. The word Babylon means the baby lion, or the baby son. Babylon, where Nimrod ordered the construction of the Tower of Babel. They were trying to reach the heavens where the moon god Sin was. And the elites of the world, or the new Babylonians, are worshipping the moon today. In witchcraft, she's known as Diana, as in Diana Lucifera. She who bears the light of Lucifer for the underworld. The majority of the world is very aware of what the full moon represents: lunacy, the hunt, and love. But I have discovered with documented proof what I call the nights of the black moon of death. Many people tell me there is no such thing as a black moon of death. But I am the one who discovered it, and I'll be the one to prove it. Because I can prove without a doubt the Illuminati uses satanic moon witchcraft. I call it the Black Moon of Lilith, the death demon goddess, the demon owl goddess of the Illuminati. So let me explain exactly what a black moon is. And what I'm about to tell you, you're not going to find in a reference library. The moon orbits our Earth in 28 days, and it takes about 29.5 days for the lunar phases. So the moon circles the Earth 13 times a year. The evil primordial goddess of the black chaos of the watery abyss, just like a black hole. So a black moon represents 0 or emptiness, dark, death, and evil, while the full moon represents 100% life and goodness. You see, reference books lie and say that this black moon is called a new moon. But a new moon is when the first sliver of light appears on the right side of the moon. And that's why the Illuminati made the film The New Moon, because the new moon represents the new, fresh, virgin moon. And that's why they release Twilight on the new moon. After the full moon, and the last sliver on the left, or the last bit of light, is known as the last night, or the dying moon. Because tonight the moon dies. The black moon lies between the dying moon and the new moon. So, in 1 month, there is only a possibility of 1 or 2 nights being a black moon. Life, death, and rebirth. So basically, there is only 1 black moon every 30 days, which makes 13 black moons every year. 13 out of 365 days is only 4% of the year. And of course, full moons only make up 4% of the year as well. Even if we put the number at 36, it would only represent 10% of the year.